22. Okay. Okay. Okay then. Yeah.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agandamandalakaram, Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Continue.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akandamandalakaram, Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanyam Shashvatam Shantam, Vyomatītam Niranjanam, Nadavindu Kalatītam, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you, Anupama ji. Hari Om, and welcome to all the Atmajyoti's divine light of the self. And let's offer our prostrates to the Guru Parampara, and with the blessings of our Sadguru Sri Prabhuji, let's continue with our Manana of Drk-Drsya-Viveka-talks. Previous week, I think we did only 20 and 21. Shloka 9 we have taken. This week we can take up Shloka 10 and verse 10 and talks 22 to 26 we can go. I think all are present. Hari Om Vaishnavi ji.
22 is over, Satya. 22 is over.
But I think Purnima has given it for Vaishnavi ji, 22, 23.
Okay. Then I must have spoken on 21. Okay.
21. 2021 only we covered a bit. And this Shloka 10, Vaishnavi ji, you want that Shloka 10 to be shared?
Yes, ma'am. I was out of touch for 2 weeks.
Shloka 9 alva avurdo. Shloka 10.
I think this 22, 23 only Shloka 9 only.
Video. Yeah.
Okay. 10 kuda, 24 kuda Shloka 10 ge barutte. Adike kelide.
Okay. Vaishnavi madam, you can go with verse 9, I guess.
Yes, sir. And the first
Can you shared, or can you pass this on to the next person, ma'am, and I'll be prepared with the next thing.
Howda? Okay. So Shubhlakshmi, Shloka 10 hakla.
Adu one ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ continuation thara ide alva. Is it okay if I am starting without any?
ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
Howda? Okay then. No problem. Yeah. Hari Om everyone. I'm talking about video talk 24 on shloka number 10. Shloka goes like this. Ahankara laye suktau bhaved devopi achetanaha. Ahankara vikasadhya swapna sarvastu jagataha. This is the shloka number 10 from Drk-Drsya-Viveka, for which Guruji has given explanation in this.
Read this. Can you see the
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That my chanting is over. I will just read the meaning, then I'll go continue. The body also becomes unconscious in deep sleep when the ego is in absorption. The half manifestation of the ego is dream, and its full manifestation is the waking. So here, so that means to say, the Guruji says about that Manas and Chidabhasa. He is connecting how it is connected, Manas and Chidabhasa, how they are connected. That is what Guruji wanted to explain. How they are connected, Manas and Chidabhasa are connected in all the states. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. So how it is done, how it is happening. So in that, if you want to go ahead. So Manas is, as you all know very well, in Jagrat state. And that means Jagrat state, all Manas will be completely active. Thinking or working or whatever it is, something or the other will be going on through the Manas. In the manas, through the manas, whatever you can say that manas. Similarly, that Chidabhasa will also be completely active in this Jagrat state as good as a manas only. So it will be completely active. So here what happens, when both manas and Chidabhasa are very active, the ahankara comes into picture and it feels that it is very, very strong, very, very, very strong. So it feels that everything, that ahankara means I am only doing, I am only saying anything, I am only working, I am only the reason for everything. So that is how the things will go at the Jagrat state. Jagrat level, it goes like that. So this Manasu, Chidabhasa, Ahankara, all are completely active. So when you compare to Swapna, that is a dream state. When you are in dream state, the Manasu, the work of the Manas will come down. If not completely. Because why it is not complete? We'll be thinking something or the other and we'll be dreaming and we'll be knowing very well that some dream is happening. And in that dream, that dream, okay, but even though we are not able to do anything, but we can feel or this one. So that Manasu is active, not to the extent the way it is in Jagrat, but to a little extent it will be active. Simultaneously, that Chidabhasa will also be active up to that level. That means lesser level. Level that Chidabhasa is also active. Ahankara will also be, I am doing, I am dreaming, I am there. Like that, that also is happening for Ahankara. So, but all the three are in lesser state. Say, like you can compare this to gross, subtle and causal. So, Sthula, Sukshma, Karana. So you can compare that way. So once you go to deep sleep, once you are in deep sleep, you will not have Manasu, you will not have Ahankara, you will not have Chidabhasa. Nothing is there. At that time, nothing is there. So even though they are there, they are completely inactive. All the three are inactive. So although it is there, it is inactive. So this Manasu and Chidabhasa are related to all the three states. Here what happens, that the Ahankara will not know what is happening. Manasu will not be doing anything. Ahankara will not know what is happening. So in that case, so the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti is true. All these things, all the after covering. See, once you wake up again, it will be active. Manasu, Chidabhasa, Ahankara will come back to picture. So here, Guruji says, Jnana is the only time or the place where you will not find this Ahankara. Will be there, but Ahankara or Manasu or Chidabhasa is not for me. Me in the sense, I here is only Jnana, Arivu. I means not body, mind, intellect. I is not at all body, mind, intellect. I is only Jnana. So that Jnana is nothing but Arivu. The Arivu ondene Mukti. Idonde Mukti. So, this Jagrat Swapna Sushupti, whatever is there in the Jagrat Swapna Sushupti, once you are aware that, once you are having that, aware that is Sakshi. That is also whatever is no, not me here. Here I will be Sakshi. Where when Jnana, in Jnana I is Sakshi. In when you are thinking that your body, mind, intellect, it is Ahankara. That I is one way, it is Sakshi, and another place. In Jnana, it is Sakshi, and in when at the BMI level, it is Ahankara. So for this, Guruji gives a small example how you have to go inward. So give the example of Udupi Sri Krishna with Kanakadasa. As the story goes, Krishna turned back and saw, gave darshan to Kanaka. It is not actually so. Kanaka turned back. That means to say inward. Kanaka looked inwards and then he got mukti, that is jnana, that has been symbolized in this Krishna Kanaka story. That is what Guruji says. The jiva, as jiva, we have to look inward, not outward. Outward, if you look at, outlook, if you are looking outwards, it is world. If you are looking inwards, it is Sri Krishna, the jnana, God, everything. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
nice. Complete 24, you have given the gist.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, you have come up with any questions, Subhalakshmi-ji?
No, since I have explained.
Open discussion in the class.
Yeah, that can be done.
Yeah, we'll see. Like
I
maybe
had framed.
let others finish that.
Yeah,
then only
sure.
I think we can compare.
Sure.
Because
I
since you have
had
already
framed,
covered the entire thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
can
had
go
framed,
for it.
but so I thought, okay, let me
But
explain.
one the question, no, when Guruji is explaining about the three, the avastha triya, illi, that Manassu and Chidabhasa, there is a particular term used, that relation. What is it? In the previous classes?
Jiva?
Ade naan heliddu, the previous classes and that previous class I did not attend. And the previous talks would have been there. It would have been helpful for me. I actually, 2 weeks back, I had an honest opinion, honest confession from my side. 2 weeks back, I had prepared and all, I had done, but last week I was not there, and this week I thought I can just relate that. I was not able to.
So you were not able to listen to the earlier talks?
I had listened earlier, but not now.
Okay. Jayashri was telling something.
Yeah, Chidabhasa plus Manasu is Jiva. Is called Jiva.
Yeah, Jiva, but the relation is called by a particular term. Sahaja Sambandha.
Natural.
Okay.
Sahaja Sambandha.
Thank you so much.
Natural. In English, natural. This Sahaja. Yeah, I think, Punimaji has joined.
Yeah,
Gayatri has
there
joined.
is one question which this thing. The explanation was very clear. But she said, I heard that we can see the dream. Do you think we can't see the dream? Na? In dream, we think everything is happening as we have it, as it happens in the waking state.
See, okay. So in we had a dream, we tell in English, okay, and in Kannada, Nanu Kanasannu Kande. That means I saw the dream. Okay. In English, we say we had a dream. Okay. So that is how I related that while seeing.
Okay. I thought, So when you get up, then you can say it was a dream. But when you're in a dream, you can't say it is a dream.
No. That we are living that. We are living that in that particular state, in dream state.
Yeah. It is experientially true.
So what Rajniji is asking is like when there is a dream, do we say that I am seeing this dream? No. Only once we wake up, we say we saw. So that's why she said in Kannada, even though we say like that, but it is actually after we wake up only.
Yes. Correct.
I am only appearing as dream characters.
Yes.
And the sleeper, as a sleeper, the sleeper does not know that the sleeper is dreaming.
Correct.
The sleeper does not know that there is a dreamer. So, okay. Vaishnavi-ji, are you ready for the 22 and 23 so that there will be a continuity?
I still have to gather some more, ma'am. I am not so sure if I'll be a good
put
job.
some questions to the group so that in the meanwhile you can there will be some discussion going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Today almost topics are given to all the people, so all will be participating. Only Indraji has not come.
I think avurdilla anta kanutte ivattu talk.
Kottilla, but last week I think we covered for.
Yes.
Otherwise, so okay, about this, so Vaishnaviji is yet to prepare for that. So about this, Sublakshmi, nimma idrade questions you can ask, no? So that we can have some discussion before we go on to 25.
ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಈಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನೇ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ತರ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಚಿದಾಭಾಸ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಆ ತರ ಆ ರೀತಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಗುರುಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ I had prepared, but now because since it was this one only straight, I thought let me explain completely.
Okay. So in that case, I think we'll go for talk 25 with Anupamaji, but you present it in the form of QAs, Anupamaji.
Yeah, okay. In the earlier talk 24, we can ask a question so that that will be continued, right?
Yeah. That's what I asked her.
For Jnanis also, they are that Chidabhasa plus Manas, that Sahaja Sambandha is there. But how
Natural
how they remain the pure reflection of consciousness.
Come again?
For Jnani also, that Chidabhasa and Manas relationship.
Sahaja Sambandha, natural relation.
Is there, but he remains a pure reflection of consciousness. And how? How is that happening?
Yeah.
Because he understands that he is Sakshi. That Jnani is Sakshi. Because he understands that whatever Manasu, Siddhabhasa and Ahankara, everything is there for Jnani, but as that, it is not for me as a BMI. It is as for Jnani, it is Sakshi only. For him, it is just Sakshi. He is just witnessing all those things. That's all.
Basically, Jnana, right?
Yeah, the ego is subsided and he is completely aware and living with the concept that I am not this body, mind or intellect. I am pure consciousness. And so there is no play of this mind, manas, nothing. Actually, he is Jiva Mukta. Am I correct? Jiva Mukta.
Yes. Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta.
Jivan Mukta. And that is why there is no zero ego. And he is the pure reflection. And the talk 25 starts with the Jivan Mukti. What is Jivan Mukti? And the combination, what happens with the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and how the that relationship can be means destroyed. Destroyed. That is talk 25.
So for the previous question, it was answers are given. You also put it very nicely. So basically what happens here is identification with the BMI is not there for the Gnani, for the Jivan Mukta. So
he uses it as a vehicle because he is still in this world. So he'll be using it, but is not associating with it.
Because it is the natural relation, Sahaja Sambandha, even though it continues, because he is not identifying with that reflection, he knows that he is the pure consciousness. There is no identification. Okay. So Anupamaji, you will be putting questions and then we fetch answers here.
When the
I have a question there.
Narsimurtiji, yes.
I have a question there.
For 24.
Knowing means what? Yes, just now we had a question, right? In spite of that Sahaja Sambandha between Chidabhasa and the Manas, Chidabhasa in the Manas, Jnani, the one who knows the other part. I mean, we have two parts here. One part is the source light, and the other part is the reflecting medium and subsequent jada in the chain. We actually, in this case, in Drk-Drsya-Viveka, we have 2 more Driks prior to this. Drik 1, sensory perception, sensory organs. Drik 2, Anthakarana. Then Drik 3 is the actual source of light. So, knowing means what? Gnani knows that he is not this jada part. If it is that happening in the mind, that knowing part, that landing part, where exactly this lands? If it happens in the mind, then it would be a thought. If it is a thought, it is a point in time thing. It is not an ever-present, unbroken self. So what is this knowing exactly?
It's an open question. Anybody can answer.
Yeah, what I understand is, again, it is happening in mind. Because we are using that instrument only, but now my thinking or now this thing is correct in the sense that for a Jnani, he is very clear about it. He knows it. Whereas the ignorant, he may not know it and he goes in the direction of the ankara. It is actually the thing is happening only in mind only. Na?
Ma'am, that I am questioning that knowing part alone. I'm not asking about which location. If it is in the mind, if it is in terms of thought, it cannot be an infinite entity. It cannot be a thought, right? If it is a thought,
it is an aparoksha anubhuti. It is an anubhuti. You can't put it as an experience also. You know.
No, that is correct. But the crux of the problem, the thing, that uttermost thing, what I'm trying to put it across is, if we can loosely say, he knows, right? He knows. Knowing means what? What is the source of knowing? That knowing, if he is a jnana, if he is a jivan mukta, henceforth, and from this point onwards, all this, the components beyond reflecting medium is jada only for it. If he wants, he can use it, and otherwise he can ignore it. He can respect it or ignore it. To have that, what is that? That continuity, continuous. Like for us, when I am, okay, I am conscious now that I have to be like this. I should detach from my mind. Whereas in case of Jivan Mukta, it is continuous. I think in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, action in inaction, inaction in action is explained there. And I think in Yoga Vasishtha also it is mentioned. It is mentioned that he is awake while sleeping. He is sleeping while awake. That is possible.
Narasimhamurthy, I think the question is scattered over various things. If you can make it, divide the questions, because it's starting from one point and going all over the place, so people are not able to catch it. So the first question I have understood is, what is this knowing? All the knowing happens in the intellect only.
Question is around that only, man. Question is around that only. So what exactly?
Knowing happens in the intellect. Without intellect, the knowing doesn't happen.
That is perfect. The continuity, like once after post jnana,
Yeah, once I
How
know
can that
I am a woman, and the I am the woman continues. There is no break. When even if I'm an employee or a mother or a wife or a daughter, I am a woman. The woman continues in the background. So like that, for a gnani, he is established in Brahman. As Brahman, he will act externally. As Brahman, he will act internally. Everything, it is a continuous flow. He, from the center of Brahman, he comes, operates, and he goes back. Going back again doesn't mean that he has come out of Brahman and going back. It's like as Brahman, he is coming out, working, as Brahman, he is going back. So that is the continuity we are talking about here. And knowing happens in intellect.
So the difference between an ignorant and a jnani is the continuity, right? So over here, when I'm
Yes.
sitting in the class,
What
I'm very clear.
continuity? Nee, Rajniji, when you say continuity, what continuity are we talking about here? I didn't understand this word continuity.
No,
Ma'am,
you take the continuity.
I mean,
He comes from the source of Brahman, and he's from the source of Brahman. He operates from that, and he goes into that, as you said. So
No, we are today also, Rajniji, you and me, we both are continuously Brahman only. Actually, we are clouded by the ignorance. You are Brahman, I am Brahman, and it is a continuous. See, this direct experience of Brahman is the only experience we have, but the only thing that is breaking it is the confusion with the this identification called body, mind, intellect. We are confused with the objects, but otherwise there is a continuous direct self-experience that is happening every moment to moment for us. We are continuously Brahman, if that is the continuity you're talking about.
The error lies in identification only.
Exactly.
the continuity.
Is breaking because of the confusion.
Any other answer here? If you have, you can say it out.
No, that is the man, whatever is mentioned. Like that clouding.
Narsimurti ji.
Yes,
Narsimurti, one point you said for the Gnani will look at everything as Jada. On the contrary, he looks everything as consciousness. That is why there is continuity.
Exactly.
Mm.
Alva, that was one statement you made. For a Gnani, this world is Jada. No, for him everything is consciousness.
Ulta.
Ulta.
And for Jnani, that knower, known and knowing, he has transcended all these.
Triputi. Yes.
Triputi is gone.
Probably what Narsimurti was expecting is when the answer came as like he knows. So when the term he knows bandaga, what actually you mean by that knows? He just wanted that expansion of that answer.
Yes, exactly. That is what I wanted to delve into.
The usage of words.
Yes. It is exactly what I wanted to delve into. That clouding part, whatever mentioned, ma'am is mentioned. That is actually.
He knows that everything is Brahman. That is the
you were
knowing.
also telling, it is a thought. We are getting that knowledge. So as Gayatri ji said, I am a woman. When I know it, I need not have it as a thought. Oh, am I a woman? Oh, I am a woman. I did not keep it as a thought, Alva.
Correct. That is where I was coming in. In spite of chitta, what do you say? Chitta vrittis. Chitta vritti rises. That is where the clouding happens. That interleaving or whatever happens. In spite of the rising of chitta vrittis, this person is established there. That establishment is possible only element of reality. One of the elements of reality is if it is established in that, there is no
break ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
How is this now? How is it now? Am I audible, ma'am, now?
Okay.
Narsimurti, you are asking a question or you want to explain it?
I'm asking actually.
How does he know continuously, na?
ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿತ್ತ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, It is very easy. It is Sahaja Samadhi. So in a Jivan Mukta case, he is in Sahaja Samadhi always. He is always in Sahaja Samadhi. So this Sahaja Samadhi, in spite of vrittis, like if we call Guruji, Prabhuji, there is a vritti, not be distracted by identification which is inherent and contiguous.
That's what, yeah. He's identified with his real nature and not with the BMI. That act like an actor. The actor knows he's an actor, but still he does his role as if it's very real. The audience will feel it is very real. The actor is doing a wonderful job.
So here also we say the actor knows that he is acting.
He knows
so
that
he's comes automatically.
After the scene is over, he'll drop his dress and he will go in his BMW car if he is acting as a beggar. I mean, that's the only way we can understand Narsimurti, because
I am a woman.
Experienced it.
Guruji will actually ask, are you a woman? How do you know?
How do you know you're a woman or a man? It's a natural Sahaja Sambandha. The Sahaja Sambandha for the Jivan Mukta is with consciousness and not with BMI.
Okay, so Anupama ji. Yeah, actually you were trying to ask a question.
Yeah, that answer is only discussed right now. The relationship, how the Jiva superimposes this Sakshi, characteristics of Sakshi.
Jivan Mukta.
Jiva or Jivan Mukta?
Jiva superimposes the characters of Sakshi and say I am the
Anyonya Aropa.
I was about to ask that, but so far I think we have discussed that only.
Anyonya Aropa, correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next. Only one question. Anupama ji, only one question.
What is the greatest misunderstanding that the Jiva possesses, which is actually the character of Sakshi? The feature of Sakshi, that Jiva, what to say? Say that it is actually my feature.
Again, I didn't understand the question, Anupama.
What is the one great feature of Sakshi that Jiva says it is my nature, it is my character, because of which all the misunderstanding follows. Ego arises.
Yeah, I am the doer, I am the seer. That is the thing it takes over, no? The Jiva.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
Doership, knowership, enjoyership.
The only ignorance and every other
again when identified with
Bhokta Jnata, that is taken over by the Jiva. Karta Bhokta Jnata.
Yeah, that means which idea it has been identified along with BMI.
This 25 is quite a lengthy talk, na, Anupama ji?
13 minutes.
Little. Anything else is covered in that?
No, he was explaining how this is happening. How actually the Sakshi is only having...
How this Aropa happens.
Is there a different shloka, Satyavati?
Illa. 10 innu mundukku hogtivi. 3-4 talks will be covered in 10. Then I think we can move on to 26, Narsimurti ji. You can come up with a straightforward question.
Yeah, I'm going roundabout, is it?
Illa. Simple. ಆಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತರ.
Why Advaita
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
is...
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಧ ಕ್ಯಾಚೇ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕರಿಗೆ?
ಈ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. 26 ಇಂದನಾ?
26 ಒಂದೇನೆ ನಂದು.
ಓಕೆ.
So why Advaita is explained or understood in 2 steps.
Okay, again.
Why Advaita is taught in 2 steps.
Yes.
ಹೇಳಿ. Jayashree, Sublakshmi, Rajni ji.
Why Advaita is taught in 2 steps?
See, this is a very simple, straightforward, short question he has asked. Very nice.
It's the only question I could formulate out of that video.
So you give a little expansion of that, Marsimurthy ji.
First, to know what I am not, to know my misunderstanding, then only I can know who I am really.
So basically you're trying to ask why 2 steps andre neti iti. You're pointing to that?
Kind of. Like
kind of.
What just now mentioned.
What you are not, then tell what you are.
Okay.
That's not, it doesn't stop at my level, Atma level alone. We should also go.
Correct. It starts from the individual level. Jiva
Yes.
point. Jiva
Jiva.
point.
One of the occasions actually. Jagat,
Okay. So the focus is there. So if we start telling about the world, ille gottilla andre, what do I understand about the outer reality? So start from here.
If we take Sarpa Bhanti, it also has 2 steps. First step is we need to identify that it is not a snake.
Correct.
The next step is, once that is not snake, and next step is we should know indeed it is rope.
Correct.
So here, if you can go ahead, may I continue on this?
Heli.
So in case of Drk-Drsya-Viveka, so at Chidabhasa level, we came to know that this whole body is Jada, including the reflecting medium, Sukshma Sharira and Stula Sharira, both of them. Is Jada, and it is illuminated by that source. So there is a duality here, source and this Jada. So this Jada and source, the relation between these two. So if we apply Ananya Vidyaranya here, so alone is, consciousness alone is. In the absence of consciousness, this whole world is not there. Individually, each one of us apply this Viveka, we will stop at Chidabhasa. We will stop at Chidabhasa and say becoming sentient because Chidabhasa. So all jivas in the universe are illuminated by that single one source. So that one source and this, that one chip source and chip source and these many jadas. That's the plan. How these two things are related. So that is explained in the second step. First step is to, as one as she rightly mentioned, this correct understanding about ourselves and in the case is the first step. Unification of all them together, the second step. Perfect.
Very good, very nice. But nimdu solpa voice nange only
Yeah.
for me is happening breaking of voice.
Yes, for me, I could not understand Satyaji. Satyavati
Yeah,
ji,
yeah,
can you
yeah.
please explain it because it was breaking all through.
Break ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Even I could not.
Satyavati, if you can explain that.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೂ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಅವರು ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೀವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಿದಾಭಾಸ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಜೀವಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಈಶ್ವರ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅನ್ಯೋನ್ಯ ಆರೋಪ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಯೋನ್ಯ ಆರೋಪ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ jiva realizes I am Sakshi and then everything is Sakshi. Everything is consciousness. Till that point, Jada, there is Jada also. Oh, Jada, on the Jada, the reflection comes and then it gets consciousness anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ only due to ignorance that is considered. Everything else is consciousness anta. But he was giving some other points or inputs which I couldn't catch. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರು ಹಿತ್ತಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ?
ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು.
ಬಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನು ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಯು ಚೆಕ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮೊಬೈಲಾ?
ಮೊಬೈಲ್.
Anyway, nice, good this thing. So I think we have done 26 also. Madam Vaishnavi ji, waiting for questions from you for 22 and 23.
Yes, ma'am. Today, last week and this week, I was held up with this budget session in the government. I'm sorry. I will get back with more preparation next week.
Oh, okay. So anybody else can give some inputs because 22 and 23, I think continuation of 2021, not much new or different. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ we can just have some.
Last week, no, Satyaji, the relationship, Sahaja Sambandha,
Karmaja Sambandha, Brantijanya. Yeah, we have discussed.
Brantijanya Sambandha.
Brantijanya.
Brantijanya
Yeah. Only thing is like maybe we didn't talk about much of the questions. So I will ask a question. I think what Anupama ji covered here, and even I think Subbalakshmi also. So this Chidabhasa and Manassu, what we say, that is Jiva, that relation, which is called as even the Sahaja Sambandha. So it is said like that Sambandha will not end, but the knowledge seeps in. So there is a crystal clear clarity for the Gnani that there is no more identification with the Manas or Deha or Buddhi or whatever it is, the BMI identification. So when a question is put like, when does this Sambandha end? What is the answer?
No, it does not end.
Yeah, it does not end. Then they say about Jivan Mukta and Videha Mukta. That also I think in the previous session we have covered, na?
As long as prarabdha karma is there of the body, till death, this sambandha continues. At the time of death,
that body drops. Karmaja Sambandha also ends.
Yes.
But that Brantijanya Sambandha, which actually, if we remember, Indraji was taking up that topic. It is not there at all. It appears to be there. That ends as soon as the Gnana sets in. That because that is only due to ignorance. So between Jiva and Sakshi, that Brantijanya Sambandha can end. In the case of other two, Sahaja and Karmaja, Sahaja will continue, but there is a Gnana that identification is not there. And Karmaja, as long as the body continues. But this Brantijanya Sambandha ends as soon as the Gnana comes. So even when the body drops, the Sahaja Sambandha also ends, vanish. But even though that Sambandha is there, Gnani is, he is like, there is no more identification for the Gnani. Because if we say again, he knows, and then it may lead to a little confusion. And then from the viewpoint of the Gnani, is there a Prarabdha Karma?
There is no karma.
Why?
Because the pure
Doesn't get
consciousness
attached.
doesn't have any karma differentiation.
Doesn't get attached to that. It doesn't get attached to that.
Because it's not attached to the BMI.
Yeah, that's what.
Firstly, there is no karma because he is not identified with the body. Alva.
But still, he will go through that prarabdha karma, whatever has to be. And
he will go through Agala. His body will go through.
His body, yeah. His body goes through those things. But with the awareness, the jnani, he will just experience that and...
when we use the terminologies, we need to be careful. He, him, see, from the society point of view, it appears as though Gnani is going through, Gnani is undergoing, Gnani is experiencing Anta. But for the Gnani, he is not attached or identified, and so he is free. He is a Jivan Mukta only. And like even for the Gnani point of view, pardon? Yes, madam.
Ramana Maharshi had cancer. The body had cancer in the end, but he was not attached. He said it is bodies.
Even in Ramana Maharshi.
Even Videha Mukta also, for the Gnani point of, from the Gnani point of view, he is Videha Mukta. But for the society, he becomes Videha Mukta when the body drops. Correct, Narsimurti?
Yes.
Yeah, Anupamaji was saying something.
Paramahamsa's case, this happens, no? His disciples go and ask Ramakrishna Paramahamsa to ask Mata Kali, why can't she cure the cancer? And Mata Kali asked Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who is having cancer? Then he says, it is only this body, it is not me.
See, when we listen to these things, it's such goosebumps moments, no, for us.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Very nice. So, another last question for the day. So, we know that like once a Gnani attains enlightenment, once he is a Gnani, or when the enlightenment dawns upon, the Gnani engages himself or gets into Loka Kalyana. He does service for the welfare of the society and all that. But does he feel that he is doing something for the society?
No. For him, the complete universe is him.
Yes.
So there is nothing like I'm doing something for you or you are doing something for me. It is for him. It is happening. Probably
because he doesn't claim that knowership, doership also. I am doing, that is not at all there for him. So that I think little bit they have explained in 22-23. The behavior of the Gnani, something like that. All right, I think, next week, I think we'll see, probably we may go ahead. Vaishnaviji will come back next week.
Yes, ma'am.
We are looking forward to your participation, madam, because you will also give good inputs.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next week, Yeah, we can. Jai Shri, closing prayer heltira?
Oh, yes. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti ಶಾಂತಿಹಿ. ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ. ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಆತ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಸತ್ಯದರ್ಶನಂ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್. ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.